Tonight on Backbenchers, apparently we're in the rock star economy. What does that mean? Does that mean we're all rock stars?
And is it time for our national sport to up respect for women?
Absolutely. And what about those window washers at the intersection? Is it time to ban the window washer?
Or are they just making a buck like the rest of us?
I'm Wallace Chapman.
And I'm Hayley Holt.
Welcome to the penultimate Backbenchers show. Let's rock and roll.
Woohoo!
Give it up. The second to last Backbenchers show. What a great crowd. What a great audience. You know, here we are, nearly the end of 9 years on this iconic show. Sort of 9 years, and you know what? I'll miss the yellow marijuana signs there. I'll miss all of you. Thank you so much for coming tonight, and what a great panel. Let's start up with Labour MP for Tamaki Makaurau, Peeni Henare. Welcome to the show. Good to have you on.
Kia ora Wallace, kia ora tātou.
How you doing?
Yeah, well.
Now, you told me something pretty shocking, and so I'm going to air it out right now. Apparently, you're loosely related to David Seymour.
Well, you know, you can choose your friends, but you can't choose your relatives. And we've got a bit of ngāpuhi whakapapa that binds us together somewhere along the journey.
And how has that affected you?
Well, he only found out last year, so he's still adapting.
All right. Quick round the panel. Quick question. Question one: are the polls right?
The only poll that matters is election night, Wallace, and that's all I have to say about that.
All right. Question two: is Labour ready and up for election 2017?
Most definitely. We're focused on it. We have been since 2014, and we're looking forward to a good fight next year.
Question three: a son of a rich lister punches a female cop about the head, rendering her unconscious. Is community sentencing enough?
No, it's not enough. He should have been locked up.
All right. Good to have you on the show. And a big round of applause for National MP, Todd Barclay. Todd, how are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good to have you on the show, mate. All right, your question. Question one. What career advice would you give other 25-year-olds watching this?
I'd probably say just keep your options open. We don't know what job's going to exist in 5 years' time. You don't necessarily get the job that you qualify for. A perfect case in point. Haven't used my degree, but it's helped in my jobs that I've had.
All right, okay. All right, and what's your degree in?
Commerce, commercial law.
All right, okay. Question two. Do you still have a staff retention issue?
No. Never did.
Right. Just asking. All right, okay. And question three, a son of a rich lister punches a female cop about the head. Is community sentencing enough?
I wouldn't have thought so, no.
All right.
Yeah.
Good to have you on the show, Todd Barclay. And a big round of applause for New Zealand First MP Tracey Martin. You hear that loud applause? That's because your mum's here.
That's right.
There she is. Hey. What's your mum's name?
Anne.
Anne, are you proud of her?
Absolutely.
Have you ever been an MP?
Tried 3 times.
Tried 3 times. All right. Here's your question. Tracey, you wake up one day only to discover you're the leader of the ACT Party. What do you do?
I guess I'm going to have to return Don Brash's calls and John Ansell's emails.
All right, okay.
Because they've already contacted me.
Have they really? What for?
Oh, no, I can't tell you that.
No, come on, you can. What? Really?
No, I can't tell you that, but yeah.
Interesting. The plot thickens. And final question, what's the one big issue for New Zealand in election year?
There's not one big issue. But I think basically equality. Equality covers so many things like education, housing, food, all that sort of stuff. Equality should be the big issue.
All right, okay. Good to have you on the show. Leader of ACT, David Seymour. David, welcome to the show. Round of applause for David. Good to have you on the show. Your question, David Seymour. You wake up one day only to discover that you're the leader of New Zealand First.
Me how?
What do you do?
Well, first of all, ni hao for Chinese Language Week. The first thing I'd do is apologise to all the ethnic minorities I've persecuted over the years. Then I'd buy an economics textbook. And then I'd buy a calendar and check that it's no longer 1975.
Are you listening to this, Tracey?
The party would disband.
All right, and David said, according to you, what is the one big issue in election year?
Oh, it's going to be a combination of inequality, housing, and immigration and growth, which all actually meld together into one interrelated issue.
All right, good to have you on the show. Good to big panel tonight. Hayley, welcome to the show. Good to have you
Thanks,
here.
Wallace.
We're nearly there, aren't we? End of the season.
I know, I can't believe it's
Goes
gone
fast.
so fast.
Goes fast.
Yes,
Yep.
it's been an interesting week. Winston Peters kicked out of the House twice, and he's been kicked out of the top 5 because there's too many powerful women in it. Hillary Clinton was diagnosed with walking pneumonia this week, but you'd be forgiven if you thought she was the walking dead given the media coverage. Perhaps she was delirious with fever when she said this.
You could put half of Trump supporters into what I call the basket of deplorables. The racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, Islamophobic, you name it.
Nah, she's fine. New Zealand's own golden girl just become our most successful Paralympian. Sophie Pascoe winning her 9th gold medal, getting it done like a boss. Meanwhile, Labour appears to be struggling in the shallow end of the political pool, with the latest poll showing a drop in their popularity.
I don't accept the poll. I've seen other polls recently taken roughly the same time that tell a completely different story. I think the poll is bogus. I don't accept it.
It must be nice living in your own reality, Andy. You know what else is bogus? Colin Craig, but in particular, the defamation trial.
He referred to magic hands down your panties.
I think the woman at the centre of this, Rachel McGregor, sums it up nicely.
In the beginning, I really admired Colin. It was only as time went on that I realised he was a douchebag.
Speaking of, in our number 1 spot this week, Mike Hosking, who said he didn't need Bernadine Oliver Kirby for a talk about league.
Do we really need a lads? I said, we don't need a woman, this is man's time.
Bernie brushed it off.
Usually I'm laughing at you, not with you, Mike.
Aren't we all, Bernie? Aren't we all?
What do you think about that, Hayley? I mean, as a sort of co-host, the crowd goes wild. What do you think of what Mike Hosking said?
Oh, it was disgusting. Bernadine Oliver Kirby would know more about league than Mike Hosking ever would. And could you imagine him being welcomed into a league club? No.
Yeah, very
Not
good.
at all.
Very, very good point.